one showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Makes the catch. He's into the open down the middle. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown LSU! He got loose and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are, an 88-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Looking for a crease to the left. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. Pick off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The screen, and watch out. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Just ran him over. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Strong, firm tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The back and leaves it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Motion from the back. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic.
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to Caden Durham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
25-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Finding an escape. There's a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials... The deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Caught, and he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Shakes off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Hard running there. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's Georgia who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Green. There he goes. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They go to the ground. Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on! And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
At the 36. Second down.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. The option, he'll keep it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Floats it out in space. Flying down the right side. Past the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Goes high to pull it in. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Running inside, it's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Reynolds. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Got room to work. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Complete. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You want to talk about making a decision pay off, Jesse. They convert right there and take any doubt out of this game.
I don't know how many guys in the huddle offensively were surprised by the head coach deciding to go for it, but it didn't stymie them. It didn't faze them. They just went out, handled their business. They're going to ice this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account